Another day, another practice in the books, under the belt here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And sadly, another day where Russell Wilson is not able to participate. Once we found him coming down the stairs with just his hat on and no helmet, kind of figured, okay, he's not ready just yet, but that's okay, right? We really want to ramp him up once the pads come on and see how he does in that. So him missing a couple of days, getting fully healthy is okay. Do not panic. We're getting to see Justin Fields a little bit more and more as time goes on. And in this video, I wanted to break down basically everything we saw from practice today. Who's looking good, who's standing out. And I'll tell you one thing, right, without giving anything away, but the defense today, yeah, this is a typical Pittsburgh Steelers defense, okay? Now, before we jump into the video, do me a big favor, guys, and just go follow all of the Steelers media members on X. I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. They do such a good job getting these highlights out, getting this news out for us, kind of enabling us to make this video. Without them, these videos are not possible to make. So please do me a favor and go follow them. It will mean the world to me and them as well. But with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk about today's practice. Now, DeMarvin Leal is one of the guys who, you know, I have, and the reporters and everyone, or even the coaching staff, has seen a ton from. He is working his way up the depth chart. The man has grinded this offseason, and it's now translating onto the training camp field. One of the first plays of the day, he broke up a shovel pass from Kyle Allen to Jonathan Ward, just making a really good play on the football and, you know, forcing them to not get a completion or not a completion. So that was cool to see. Now, Justin Fields, he was starting, obviously. He had a really tough time starting off practice, and it's because this defense is just so stout. They do such a good job forcing pressure, and making him get the football out of his hands quicker than he would want. Now, Justin Fields was 1 of 4 running with the first-team offense in sevens, but one of his biggest plays was a Calvin Austin touchdown. He rolled out to his left. He flipped it down to Calvin Austin, who took it took a hit as he went to the ground, but was still a touchdown. The defense won this 4-1. Won the first team matchup, 3-1. But overall, a couple of really good plays defensively from Beanie Bishop. You also saw Dante Jackson breaking one up in the end zone for Calvin Austin. So really good job by the defense in these first team period possessions. So really want to give them, you know, the benefit of the doubt. They've been scary. And when you look at them, you see guys like Dante Jackson and Joey Porter and Deshaun Elliott, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and you know who's been another starter? Beanie Bishop, the UDFA free agent, right? I mean, guys, he has been so good. I know a lot of people in my comments are saying, what about Josiah Scott? What about Graylin Allen? What about, Corey Trice? Yeah, right now it looks like Beanie Bishop is the front runner to win that job, as long as, Cam, why is his name? I can't think of his name. Cam Sutton. Cam Sutton, that's what it is. Cam Sutton is out. As long as he's suspended, it looks like it's going to be Beanie Bishop taking those starting slot snaps. Justin Fields also had another throw to Calvin Austin. It was a little bit too high, but did hit off Calvin Austin's hands. So whether you want to blame that on Justin Fields, if you're on blaming on Calvin Austin, you can. But that was pretty much it. Yeah, so defense won 3-1. And before we get any further into even more, guys, we have so much more to talk about here. Do me a big favor, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Steelers throughout the entirety of not only training camp, but preseason football games, live streaming them on my Twitch. If you want to watch that, go follow my Twitch, link in the description. But also breaking down film of regular season games and preseason games as well, guys. We're going to be covering the Steelers all year long, so make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video. Kyle Allen came in on 7-on-7s. He had 3 pass attempts. One of them was the incomplete shovel pass broken up by DeMarvin Leal. Another one was to Hayward, incomplete. And then the third one I want to say actually, was a throwaway. So obviously you can tell during 7-on-7s, I think they had 1 completed pass, which was a diving catch by Calvin Austin for a touchdown. But other than that, the defense was stout. Was very stout. Gotta give him a lot of credit. Darius Rush also made a nice little PBU during sevens as well. Want to give him some credit because the ball to Connor Hayward looked like it was going to be a touchdown. Some people even thought it was a touchdown, but definitely did not come down with it. PBU by Darius Rush. Beanie Bishop, again, really maintaining that nickel 1 role. Looked good. Spencer Anderson was starting as a first-team guard today in place of Isaac Samalo. You also see Van Jefferson is a wide receiver too. He's been running that the entire training camp so far. But also, we're seeing a lot more of Calvin Austin in that number 3 role. And I think he is going to almost... I'm not going to say run away with it, because there is someone else starting to break out, and that is no other than Roman Wilson. Now, although he's not been the wide receiver 3 in the majority of practices, he's been still getting first-team reps during periods. Today, he beat Beanie Bishop on a slot fade, rose over him, and, 27, 28, 30-yard pickup for Roman Wilson. Don't know how far it was exactly, but a big-time catch for Roman Wilson, getting those first-team reps, finding that chemistry, building that rapport with Justin Fields during today's practice. That was huge. Now, in 11 personnel, it usually is Pickens and Van Jefferson, and then also either Calvin Austin or Roman Wilson. Those guys are going to continue to battle it out. We also saw Joey Porter Jr. versus George Pickens. That has just started. Fields stepped up and tried to fire a nice little dig route over the middle, incomplete. A lot of the reporters, including Nick Farabaugh, said that it probably was a defensive pass interference, but it was listed as a pass breakup. So take that as you wish. Another deep bomb to Roman Wilson, 20-yard gain, making the most. Roman Wilson making the most of his opportunity. Once again, Karan Johnson flashing off the edge. He's got, some opportunity. I don't really know what his role is going to be right now, but obviously behind TJ Watt, behind Alex Highsmith, behind Nick Herbig, maybe even behind Jeremiah Moon as well, he's got some work to do, and I think so far he's done a good job. I think he could definitely make this 53-man roster, especially looking at you need backup edge depth. He could be one that they keep for a while. We also saw Broderick Jones get a little bit injured there for a second, had to take a moment with the trainers, but ultimately was okay. Patano was able to jump into team drills and take advantage of those injury plays. Joey Porter had another PBU versus Van Jefferson. Jaylen Warren broke off a 10-yard run right behind Mason McCormick, another rookie for them, getting first-team reps. As long as they're injured, a lot of these young guys are going to get some opportunity, and yet again, he was another one. Kyle Allen had Rodney Williams at the tight end on a big crosser for like a 20-yard, 30-yard gain. Love to see that in a little play action. Beautiful play by Rodney Williams. There was a bad little fumble exchange between Najee and Fields. And then the next play, Fields tried to find Jefferson over the middle, and it was broken up by JPJ. I believe I already said that one, but pretty much a really good practice here today for the defense. I'm going to say the defense came out here with the W, and when you talk about the Steelers, the one thing you like to hear about is their defense. That's how good they are. And today had another good day. Actually, let's talk about Logan Lee. He had a really good day. We know Dean Lowry is on the PUP list right now. He was able to get some reps, and he made the most. 2 back-to-back plays with really good pressure, forcing the quarterback to get the ball out of his hand early. Again, remember, a lot of guys missing practice offensively for the line, forcing this or allowing this defense to get into the backfield very, very quickly. So that was huge. Justin Fields also had a nice little pass to Connor Hayward for, I believe, like a 25-yard pickup. Kyle Allen had a beautiful pass to Marquez Callaway for 20 yards down the field. I feel like Kyle Allen has been one of the most surprising players so far for the Steelers. And when you even talk to Mike Tomlin, that's what he said. He says one of the most surprising guys has been Kyle Allen. But overall, guys, good practice for the Steelers. Jonathan Ward really starting to make a name for himself. Roman Wilson, don't be surprised if he ends up being someone who gets a lot of burn with this team. Even this year, right? I could definitely see it. He's been that good. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family if you're new. Oh, we also got to see Pat Queen today. Pat Queen is He's speedy. He's definitely a quick linebacker, sideline to sideline. Excited to see what he can do here. But join the family, guys, and I will see you in the next Steelers update, which should be very, very soon. Peace.